Hey everyone. In this next part of our Letting Go, Living Inside the Vulnerable series, this 90-day challenge that we were supposed to have for this week, even though I got sick, we're still dumping all these videos kind of at once. Um, Today I want to talk about letting go of the heavy weight and what that heavy weight does to keep us pulled down in this spot of feeling unsafe and insecure, and how we can let it go by letting it out. So there was a night not too long after I lost my daughter and my partner at the same time that I went to a friend's house. And this friend only lives about 10 minutes away, and about 2 minutes, 2 miles, maybe 3 minutes into the drive, I couldn't stand the music I was listening to. And I had gone from song to song to song to song, and every song hurt. It didn't matter what was coming out of the speakers in my car, it hurt. And all I could think of was, oh my God, like ruined music. This whole thing's ruined music. And music runs through my veins. It was a gift my father gave me, this love of music, of soul, of rhythm, of beat, of lyrics. It was the first form of art I used to put words into, and it's been ruined. It was awful. It was a horrible, horrible experience. And so I just kind of slammed my hand on the power button to turn off my stereo in my car. And I kept driving, and I was driving in silence for a little bit. And then I just started screaming. Windows up. It just screamed as loud as I could scream. If you could imagine just all of this weight, just tighten, hold it close, and then just let it all out. I'm driving and I just started screaming. And then I stopped. And then I did it again. And I did it again. And I did it again. And by the time I got to my friend's house, my makeup was running down my face. My throat was raw. My voice was hoarse. I was safe driving. Everyone on the road with me was safe driving. I didn't do anything stupid. I was just screaming in the car. Screaming. Letting it out. A few days ago, I sat in a bar with a friend of mine, and I really wanted her opinion on something, and then I ended up kind of unloading on her. And we've done that. We've both done that. We have that kind of relationship, and hopefully it's not an unloading that we expect the other person to carry. But I felt bad that I unloaded on her, because I unloaded on her in what I really wanted to collectively unload on with a group of people. And I came home, and my girlfriend, my new girlfriend, who I've been with for 4 or 5 months now and had known for a couple months before that, as I kept telling her early on, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, and you're amazing, but I'm not ready, and we have a great connection, but I'm not ready, but I'm following some unwritten rules. So I've known her for some time, and then finally just decided we're going to do this, go all in, and only date one another. Just a few months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. Anyway, I came home and she was here at my house, and I just fell into her arms. I just fell, put my head right here on her chest, and I just cried. And I cried. And it was like that night of screaming in the car. I just cried and I couldn't stop. I was hysterically crying. And I was talking at the same time, but I'm sure she couldn't understand a word because it was hysterics. I mean, I was hysterically crying and talking and venting and getting it out and just and screaming and everything. My face was soaked, her shirt was soaked, and all she did was just told me to let it out, just let it out, just let it out, just let it out. God, this fucking saint of a woman. It's important, you guys. It's an important part of letting go, is letting it out. Because we carry stress, we carry trauma, we carry anger, we carry sadness in our bodies. And so if you have a stressful job, or your kids are stressful, or your partner is stressful, or you just feel run down all the time, you feel it. You feel it in your neck, you feel it in your back, you feel it in your fatigue, you feel it in how you treat other people, you feel it in the work or the effort you give to work. We carry that in our bodies and we have to release it somehow. Part of letting go is finding a safe space to release it. Go stand on the top of a mountain, tell all the hikers around you, I'm okay, but you're going to hear some guttural screaming in just a moment. And you know what? Invite them to do it with you. Everybody will feel better if you just stand up here at the top of the mountain and just scream with me. Do it in your car. Make sure you're safe. Make sure other drivers are safe. I gotta throw that out there just because. Do it with your partners. That's living inside the vulnerable, my friends. Laying in my partner's arm, my girlfriend's arm, who looked at me and said, I am your partner now. And that means I support you and love you wherever you are. Do it with your partner. Even if it's about them, do it. And then if it's about them, tell them in a more gentle, kinder way what it's about. But no matter how you do it, get it out. Because the more we carry, or the more we carry, the heavier this weight gets. And the harder it becomes to let go. I don't have it mastered. Because that night screaming in my car was March of 2021. And I'm recording this in January of 2022. A year ago, I sat on my bathroom floor and cried. That same kind of scream from my gut, that same feeling where my heart just ached. That was a year ago. This is a skill, you guys, and it's got to be mastered and it's got to be practiced. Let it out. There are quieter ways you can let things out. Yoga, meditation, running. I let things out when I run. I do that in music. I do it with tears. I do it with mantras. Don't give away your power. Don't give away your power. Don't give away your power. I do it with wonderful podcasts that I listen to that remind me to recenter. There are definitely quiet ways you can get something out. Find your way and get it out. Let it out. Cry it out. Scream it out. Pound it out. Go to a rage room and rage it out. I don't care, but get it out and then name it and then walk away from it. Does that make sense? Say what it is and then put it down because it's not your heavy weight to carry anymore. One final thought before I let you go. I want you to believe this. This is even hard for me to say because I'm not sure that I'm in that space where I can really believe in my own power. I want you to believe that this letting out in a safe and healthy way, you get to define that, not me, not your therapist. You'll get to define that, what is safe and healthy for you and for your problem and for the people in your world. letting it out in a safe and healthy way is brave. It's not cowardly. It's not immature lashing. It's just releasing. I don't mean release upon your partner. You did, you did, you did, you did. I mean unleash your emotions and set them free. Don't project on someone else. Just set them free. Just scream. You don't have to say words. Just scream. Or go to the opposite end of the spectrum and sit quietly and meditate and let it go that way. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, feel it in meditation, release from your body layer by layer by layer by layer. And believe that what you're doing in letting go and letting it out is brave. And carrying the heavy weight, it's not bravery. It's just holding you back. So, thank you to my friend who took my projection that I unleashed in a bar the other night, hitting my computer, and to my girlfriend who loves me everywhere I am, even when I'm all over the place, and allows me to heal in the safety of her arms and keeps coming back. Thank God she keeps coming back. Brene Brown taught me, and this is why, sorry for the tangent, but this is why I allowed myself to get into this relationship. First of all, this woman is amazing and beautiful and kind and gentle, and her soul just shines. Second, she's just like me, so when life is fun, we're goofy as shit together, and it's hilarious. But third, I couldn't let her go. It would have been stupid to let her go. It would have been the worst decision of my life to let her go. And I've followed Brene Brown for years, and I had been re-listening to her. I think it's The Gifts of Imperfection. I think that's what I was listening to because it was a 10-year anniversary or something over the summer when she re-released it. And it was really something that she had said, 10 years ago in this book really resonated with me in that time. And I'm going to misquote her if I quote her, so I'm not going to quote her. But the idea was that we can heal and we can get past shame and we can live in our vulnerabilities while we're inside our relationships. We can work on ourselves individually, as a couple, as a family, as a unit, as whatever. So I've worked really hard to repair relationships within my family unit, and I mean like a broader family unit. And I let the woman who is now my girlfriend, I finally let her in and said, okay, let's do this. Because I can't deny our connection. Because she supported my journey to heal. And she does things like hold me while I scream and cry over something that happened long before I met her. And she just tells me to get it out because it's the healthiest thing I could do for me. God, find yourself a partner like that. Find yourself friends like that. Anyway, believe in yourself. This is brave. Living authentically is brave. Looking at your partner or your friends or your coworkers or your boss or your children and telling them exactly where you are and showing them your vulnerabilities is love and kindness. So don't fear it because it's brave. Keep living in this space. Keep living inside the vulnerable. Keep working. Keep doing this challenge with me. We're on the way to greatness. And the more we live authentically, the more likely we are to heal the world.